Okay, in this video, I thought it would be fun to actually record a process, a goal, and then the plan to get to the goal. And then I thought we would record the progress so that we can all learn together, okay? So what I am setting out to do is my website over here, ballenvegas.com, is my real estate agent website. And I've always generated a ton of leads for my team on my real estate website. Okay. Now, I also have a new goal for my website, and that is affiliate income. Okay. So I have gotten really into building these niche sites, and I am focusing on building some affiliate income with them. And actually, out of all my sites, this one's doing the best so far. So my goal is twofold. If I want to generate more traffic from the search engines, period. That's what I'm after. And I'm going to do this by targeting a specific keyword phrase that gets a lot of traffic in my area. So I'm in Las Vegas, okay? And I am going to target the keyword Las Vegas zip code. Oops, not map, zip code. And you'll see that there are 60,500 monthly searches. And I'll show you on my report I'm going to use in a second. It gives more details on that, okay? Now, this may not always lead to real estate sales. And at this point, based on what my goals are, it doesn't matter. And it also might lead to real estate sales because people may be looking up what's happening. You know, they might want to know more information about the Las Vegas zip codes. Unfortunately, Google did something recently where they put this table up here, and now it's just going to other pages on their website, which I'm not crazy about the fact that they've done that, because it kind of steals away some of that traffic, and it's not really accomplishing the goal of that consumer. But anyway, I digress. So if somebody were to click down, they might look at images, zip code map, and I'm on there. I think this one's me. Oh, it looks like several of us have the exact same map. All right, that's okay. So when I was doing some research in January of 2018, I noticed that my competition was ranking for that term. So let me show you how I know this. So I go to my favorite tool, SEMrush. By the way, I have a link for this that you can use, and it's at, if you go to loristools.com, you can see all of the software that I use every day in my businesses. They'll be right here. Or they might be links with companies that I like and endorse as well. And you'll be able to go here to SEMrush, check out SEMrush, and you can do a free trial. I do receive benefit from some of these links if you were to click through and sign up, in full disclosure. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. SEMrush, if you were to click on SEMrush up here and type in whatever it is that is a keyword phrase for your area, like in my case, let's say it's Las Vegas homes, okay? What it's going to do here is it's going to pull up a report on this keyword phrase, Las Vegas homes, and what you're looking for is you want to start figuring out who your competition is where you are for whatever niche. Now, I have multiple niches. I could show you this in many ways, but let's just start with real estate. I also own a weight loss coaching company. I'm a business coach, life coach. I own a digital marketing company. I own an anti-aging product company, and growing, and I build affiliate niche websites. So I've done this over and over and over again. Now, if you look right here, down here, you're going to see something called organic search results. Now, the organic search results show you who it is that is your competition for that particular keyword based on search engine rankings. Now, you're going to be able to dive in deeper and see who you compete with for traffic, who you compete with for keywords, who you're competing with for rich snippets, all kinds of things. So, of course, first we see Zillow, then we see Realtor.com, then we see Trulia, then we see Redfin, Then we see homes.com. Then we see move to Remax. Now, the reason I'm rattling these off in the tone of voice that I am is because those of us that are in real estate know that these giants are stealing those head terms, we call them, the most popular terms. So for real estate agents, we focus more on long tail phrases like next gen homes in Las Vegas or 3-bedroom home in Las Vegas with a basement. You know, we're working on more of those long tail keywords. So I can kind of scroll down here and go, okay, who's ranking for this term? All right. I can do that. That's one way to do it. And then I can start diving in. Or I can actually pull up my own website. And you can do this too. Now, the free version of this tool is only going to give you so much data. And, oops, sorry, I need to get back to the domain overview. There we go. You're going to have to pay if you want to get the mother load of data like I have. That's just how it goes, okay? And I don't necessarily suggest paying for a tool before you're ready to use it. And if you're going to use a tool for SEO, this one's phenomenal. Okay, a lot of people ask me, well, what about these other ones? And I don't know because I haven't used them all. But I really like this one. So what we notice here is my website. And then down below, we see my traffic, my backlinks, my search value. Then we see the 12,351 keywords that my website ranks for in the top 100 on Google. Okay, and we can see where what positions those fall into. So clearly, I have the largest volume on page 4 to page 5. Next would be page 3 to page 4. Next would actually be page 2. That's good. And then down, these are all on page 1. Okay, so it kind of just gives me a scope of where a lot of my keywords are falling into. Then I can see my main organic competitors. People are always asking me, Lori, who do you know who you're competing against? Okay, this is a great tool for this. So it's showing me who it believes my main organic competitors are, and it's right. These are right. And it shows on the map where we show up in the creative positioning map according to search traffic. So this area here is based on common shared keywords. So it believes that GreatLasVegasHomes.com is a competitor of mine because we share this many ranking keywords. So this doesn't necessarily mean they're outranking you or they get more traffic. This is just a suggestion that Google believes you guys share a lot of the same keywords. So this is probably a competitor. Over here, this is more accurate as to who is ahead in the traffic game. Now, let me caution you. Just because somebody's getting more traffic than you does not mean they're beating you on leads or on search engine rankings or even that traffic is valuable, okay? Sometimes somebody might get a landslide of traffic and it doesn't do anything for them. Let me give you a prime example of this. My own website. I created a blog post years ago about burying the St. Joseph statue. It went straight to number 1. There was hardly any competition, yet it was a huge searched keyword term. So my traffic overnight exploded. And this continued for a couple of years until other people started building on to St. Joseph statue and building up their Catholic supply store or whatever else it was. And that traffic was not valuable to me. I would have assumed that people who want to bury the St. Joseph statue have a home to sell and would want to contact a real estate agent. That wasn't the fact. In fact, actually, I got a whole bunch of leads, thousands and thousands of registrations and calls from people that wanted to buy the statue. So now I just put a link to buy the statue on my page. But that traffic was not valuable to my real estate company specifically. So it may have looked like I was beating everybody else, but not necessarily in any kind of real value to my business. Okay, so I want to clarify that. Don't get upset if you see somebody outranking you. That doesn't necessarily mean it's better traffic. That being said, there sometimes is some correlation with the top competing websites. So what you're going to see here now, just to clarify, the top companies in my market are going to be Zillow. For real estate, they're going to be Zillow. They're going to be Realtor.com. They're going to be LasVegas.org. So I don't worry about those guys. I do look at what they're ranking for, but I'm not taking on Zillow for all the popular head terms. I focus more on the locals. So for local brokerages, where do we compete? Kind of apples to apples, where Zillow to the small guy in Vegas is going to be apples to oranges. I'm going to beat Zillow on some keywords, but on the popular terms and general traffic, they're going to beat me. Okay? That just is what it is. So I'm going to take a look at all of my locals here. And if you hover over this little bubble, what you're able to see here is this is my real estate website here. Been around for a few years. Not a long time. In fact, my greatest competition has been around much longer. Much older domain name. So here's me in this little bubble. And if I hover over it, what I can see is I have 12,400 keywords ranking in the top 100. And I have about 9,600 visitors a month. Okay? It is a month, right? I think it is for a 30-day. Let me see. Oh. Hold on. Let me just look up here and make sure. 9.6. I just want to make sure that we're looking at the same time frame. Yes, it's a month. Okay, now let me tell you how this works just to explain. It's 9.6 estimated traffic. This is not your actual traffic that is showing there. It's going to be your estimated traffic. It's going to show you the actual back data, but the total is actually going to be an estimate for the next 30 days. It's a very odd thing, let me just say. All right, let me go back. Now, I lost my positioning here. So we were on ballenvegas.com, and we're looking at my competition. Okay, here we go. So ballenvegas.com, 9,600 estimated traffic with 12,351 keywords. Now, you can see by the size of the bubble that these two guys are beating me. Well, this one is, what is this one? Hold on, let me get there. I can't get to that one. It's LasVegasRealEstate.org. It's not a competing real estate. It's not a competing real estate brokerage, so I'm not even going to worry about that one right now. I'll tell you later where that one does come in, but it's not another competing real estate agent local, so I'm not worrying about that one right now. What I am going to worry about is this one right here, Great Las Vegas Homes. So this competitor and I we're pretty close most of the time. And these three behind here are pretty commonly close also. So they kind of jockey in and out closer, but us two are usually up top. And I outrank them all on total keywords, but you can see here that the main website almost doubles my traffic. So that would be concerning, right? So this would be how I would start looking at who my competitors are. Now, here's the next step. I'm going to go click on that competitor's website. And I'm going to I'm going to look at their traffic, and I'm going to click on view all organic keywords. Now, I double them on total keywords ranking in the top 100, yet they almost double me in organic search traffic today. You might think that seems strange, but it's not. It's because they have more popular terms that are searched in the top 10 positions on page 1, right? So what I would do next is go in here and look at why. What is it that they have that is stealing all that is earning all that traffic? Guys, all you need is a tool. There's no guesswork. It shows you everything. All right, right here, traffic sorted highest to lowest. Here it is, Las Vegas zip code. What's her number 2? Las Vegas zip code map, okay? The majority of her traffic is coming from these 2 keywords. This is massive. This is a large amount, okay? I wish they hadn't changed this. They changed the traffic amount to visitors instead of percentage, and I actually preferred percentage myself. Maybe they'll give us both options. But you can see that they're getting a lot from these two keywords. And what's their third one? Zip code. And what's their fourth one? Zip code. And what's their fifth one? Zip code. And what's their sixth one? Zip code. Okay? Duh. There's like no guesswork here. All I need to do is rank for Las Vegas zip codes. I need to steal that traffic. Okay? And by stealing, I don't mean doing anything evil or doing anything bad. I mean earning it, earning that traffic back. Okay? So when I spotted this in January of 2018, I was not ranking anywhere for zip codes. So I created a strategy to go onto my real estate website and start building out my zip code pages. Okay? So I said, this is going to be my only focus. It was working, and the mistake that I made is I stopped working on it. I could have already had the #1 spot if I'd have kept going. So let me show you where I am. So I created all of these. If you go to Henderson zip codes, you can see all the Henderson zip codes. And if I go back to Las Vegas, you'll be able to see all the Las Vegas zip codes. And in doing this, my goal was to rank #1 for the zip code page, which I'll show you. So here's how it works. Let me go show you where I rank. So I'm going to type in, and this is what you would do with your own domain. Type in your own website address. Now you're going to go down here to keywords and take a look at where you rank. See mine, Las Vegas Strip zip code, Las Vegas zip code. Well, here's the term, Las Vegas zip code, and today I'm number 15. I actually dropped a couple. I was at number 13. At one point, I was on page 1, like number 4 or 5. I made a mistake of taking my eye off the ball, and you can't do that in search engine optimization. You have to stay on it. I got too comfortable with it. So here's what it looks like. Let me open this. And this is the page that I'm trying to rank for with zip codes. All right? Okay. Oops, that's not the page. I'm sorry. This is the mistake. This is not the page. Now, is this not fascinating, you guys? Las Vegas zip code is the page I want. And the page I was trying to get to rank for it is, hold on, let me get the right one open. Whoops. Oh, hold on. Let me show it to you. This is so fascinating to me, how Google's rank brain works. Okay, this is the page. So I built a page that I thought would rank on the search engines. It's got the map, it's got the scroll bar. It looks really even much better on mobile when you shrink this down and look at it on mobile. It's got IDX, it's got the Northwest zip codes, it's got the South zip codes, it's got the East zip codes, it's got all of the neighborhood pages, all of this stuff. And guess what, you guys? I built this page for East Las Vegas zip codes, and Google now believes this page is the zip code authority. Therefore, stealing away the zip code ranking I had on the primary page I wanted. All right, let me tell you what the strategy is now. I am going to do everything in my power to get rid of everything on my website that does not directly relate to zip codes. And even when I'm writing a blog about general real estate or something, I'm going to refer back to that zip code page so that every time I do anything on this website, it relates back to this here. And I'm probably going to have to go in and do some rel equals canonical tags on some of these pages and say, no, hey, Google, see this page? No, this is the page that's supposed to rank for that has content. And technically, they could be considered maybe even duplicate content, this portion here. So a rel equals canonical tag tells Google that really these two pages kind of have the same content. And I want all of the ranking to go to this page. It's not an instruction. It's an indicator to Google. Hey, Google, please listen. This is what I want. I may even have to do something more drastic and redirect this page to go to this page if I get rid of some of these links. So I may even have to get rid of some of these child pages or redirect them back to the parent page. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some real drastic work here. I may even break some things on my way because of all the loops and redirects that are accidentally created oftentimes when I'm doing something like this. And I'm willing to do it because it's going to work. I'm going to change all of my neighborhood pages. Like if I go to my home page here, let me show you the strategy. If I go to my home page here and oh, sorry, I have so many resources open right now. We're putt-putting. There we go. If I go to this home page, I should change a bunch of these links just to go to my Vegas page. Maybe get rid of all these neighborhood spots and let more, instead of the neighborhood spots, make these zip codes. 89128, 89134, 89135, right? Or not point to all the small zip codes, just have one big anchor section that goes to zip codes and get rid of a lot of these links that are stealing some of that link juice. All these blog posts, let me just get rid of them because they're stealing some of that link equity that could all be going to the zip code page. Okay, so I want to change this home page to be as much about zip codes as I can. Now I'm still going to give the consumer the ability to do a quick search, but I think I'm going to get rid of a lot of this other stuff on the page unless it's about zip codes, right? Now, here's one way to do this. See these blogs down here. And again, I'm just sharing the strategy. We'll see how it works. So here you see my recent blog posts. I have Downtown Summerlin Mall. I have buying a FSBO. I have what is normal commission for realtor. All I need to do is change these now to be, here's what's happening in the market in 89128. Here's what's happening in the market in 89134. Here's what happened. Like change these to be about zip codes and make all the language on this page be about zip codes. As a matter of fact, as I'm saying this out loud, I just had a huge aha. What I'm technically doing is I'm saying I want the home page to be about zip codes if I do that, okay? I would actually not be optimizing this page. I'd probably be optimizing the home page to be more about zip codes. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I think that's what I'm going to do. I actually think that might be a way to go, but we're going to play with this. We're going to play with this. We're going to test this. We're going to, of course, I don't want to mess this up too bad because this is my model. I actually own a marketing company. We build real estate agent websites at ballenbrands.com. And this is a model. So I may not want to mess this one up too much. So maybe I'll just keep focusing on this page. But I need to do so much more to it to make it where I thought I added a lot of great stuff, but clearly for Google to believe that my East Las Vegas zip code page is more about zip codes than this one, I think it's because there's more. Here's what I believe happened. I believe that the East Las Vegas zip code one was so easy to rank that it generated a whole bunch of traffic. And when it generated all that traffic, and Google said this page is clearly about zip codes, it then, based on the user engagement traffic, believed that this page was more about zip codes than any other page on my website. And that happens quite often. And that's where we have to go to do a bunch of work. So what you're going to see me do now is create a bunch of videos about zip codes in Las Vegas and point them all back to my website. I'm going to go create a whole bunch of social media posts about zip codes and drive them back to my website. I'm going to go do some, maybe a little bit of pay-per-click marketing to drive to my website, to that main page, some traffic. I'm going to go get rid of a bunch of the other pages on my website on purpose and see if I can get I'm willing to archive a bunch of old pages and do redirects just to the zip code page and maybe send them straight to the IDX subdomain rather than take them to all these pages so that I can get all of that link equity and all that juice going to the one zip code page. Okay, it's a really intense strategy. We're going to see how this all works together. I'm going to document the process. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And let's see if we can get Las Vegas zip code back to page 1, ballenvegas.com, back to page 1. Let's see how long it takes. And then let's see how long it takes to get in the top 5, top 3, and so forth. All right? And then what it does to our website. We know today, we've documented that we're looking at about 9,000, whatever it was, 9,200 visits a month. All right, let's see if we can get how that grows as we start to take on higher positions for the term Las Vegas zip code. My goal today on November 16th, 2018 is to rank number 1 for the term Las Vegas zip code. I will be very happy to get on page 1 And as it moves up, be incredibly happy, and obviously will receive a much benefit if it settles in the top 3. And ultimately, I'm going to go for the North Star, Holy Grail, ultimate goal to be in position number 1 for the term Las Vegas zip code. I'm Lori Ballen with BallenBrands.com. Let's just watch this baby and see where we go.